All right, what's up everybody? Today we've got another big build coming at you. Oh wait, should we just do a build breakdown? Hey, what's up everybody? Today we've got another build breakdown coming at you, and we've got this Gladiator that is going under the knife later today. So like I said, this thing's going under the knife a little bit later today, but what we've got going on here is a brand new Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and this thing's getting the entire works. This guy wants this to be overbuilt so he can take it wherever the heck he wants. So as you can see, we're gonna jump into it right now, and we'll see you later in the video. All right, so as you can see, truck's up on the rack. They're getting started on it, but we'll give you a quick little rundown of what's happening on this thing. So like I said, this thing's getting the absolute works. I mean, just boxes on boxes on boxes of parts from this stuff. And so what we've got going on is we got a EVO manufacturing 6.5-inch kit going on here with the King reservoir shocks that you see right over there, all four corners. We've got Steer Smart steering upgrade for the whole front end. We've got Adam's Driveshaft going on here as well. We've got some rigid lights sitting over there with the Go Rhino mount. We've got a UWS Toolbox somewhere around here, right here. That's going in the back, a rough country bed mount. We've got a front bumper, winch. Like I said, a little bit of everything, and then we're kind of building the back toolbox to mount a compressor in there so that he can air up his tires and everything out on the trails and all that. So we'll, like I said, they're getting started on it, so we'll kind of get back with you here in a little bit. All right, so a little update on the Gladiator here. We've got Mike over here working on the front bumper, getting the winch mounted up, getting this thing ready to go on there. Nate's working on some lights, which you're not even working on the Gladiator, are you?
No, Matt's truck has been a...
Yeah, we don't care about Matt's truck.
Boom, roasted.
Anyways, so we got the wheels and tires mounted up on here. The lift kit's pretty much all on, the EVO manufacturing 6-inch with the King shocks. We've got the toolbox sitting back here, and really just got to get the compressor and battery and everything set up for that. And then after that, we're pretty well done after that. There's a few other things that got to be touched up, but for right now, this is where we're at the end of day one. All right, so as you see, the Gladiator is all out of the shop, finished up. This thing is ready for the customer to pick up. So we'll take you around it and show you everything that we did to it and why we did it that way. All right, so starting with the obvious, this thing's got an EVO manufacturing stage 2 6.5-inch lift kit on here. This has all the steering upgrade and everything. We did the steering upgrades from Steer Smarts, the Yeti XD drag length and tie rod, and then the steering stabilizer relocation bracket on here as well. We did the Fab 4's front bumper, just their stubby front bumper on here.
VR 10S winch with the cable so that he can run it wireless or wired on there. And then, like I said, the EVO 6-inch kit on there with pretty much all the upgrades and the King reservoir shocks. All right, so moving on to the side here, we did the Go Rhino dual pod mount up here on the pillar. That's got the rigid flood and spot D-series lights. We do have rigid amber covers for one of them so that he can use them in the snow and that kind of stuff, since the amber light is a little bit better there. For wheels and tires, we did the 38 1350 TOYO MTs with the fuel kickers in the bronze finish to kind of set the tone off from the silver. We definitely could have fit 40s on this thing, but the reason why we didn't go 40s is because the customer is going to be using this quite often off-road and going to be flexing it out. And we wanted to guarantee that we have plenty of room to get this thing, get a wheel and tire tucked up in the fender without having any issues. So the 40 was going to be a little tight. The 38 fits absolutely perfect with that. As we're moving on to the back, I'll real quick mention we did also do an Adams drive shaft underneath here for the 6.5-inch kit. Was absolutely necessary with this kit. So I'm glad that we went that Adams drive shaft route, and then all the lights and everything are hooked into the factory auxiliary switches. And moving into the bed here, what we did is we did the Rough Country spare tire mount, obviously with another 38 back there and an extra fuel kicker. And then we did a UWS tool chest up here. Kind of neat what we ended up doing with it is we did the tool chest filled with a compressor and a battery in there so that he can fill up his tires after a long day of wheeling, just have everything integrated in that, and then have room for any recovery gear or anything that's going to be inside the box. So we left a little bit of room for the tire carrier just in case he wanted to go 40s down the road. And some of you may ask why we did the tire carrier so far back. Let's be real here. Who wants to lift a 38-inch tire or a 40 down the road over a toolbox? So yeah, that was one of those things where we talked with the customer, and that's kind of what we ended up doing on it. So that's everything on this Gladiator. As you can see, the final outcome is perfect for this. I can't wait to see what the customer is actually going to use this with. Sounds like the first thing he's doing is taking it out to Moab in a month or so. So well, I'm sure we'll see photos and videos of it out there, and then you'll see it at some of the shows upcoming for this year. So thanks for watching another build breakdown, and we will see you next time.